Hey everyone, CleverGirlDanni here, and today things are about to get spooky. If I were a ghost, where would I haunt? The DMV. Absolutely. Because we're all agreed, right? The DMV is the seventh circle of hell. Great, good. Just want to make sure we were on the same page. I would just drift in and out of all those miserable people and just say, I was 16 when I got in this line. Because that's probably true. I probably lived and died in that line. I think it's required for all ghosts to have shaky voices. Like, I'm pretty sure it's part of their contract when they die. This is my best ghost. I'm Daniel Day-Lewising this. Nailed it. Anyways, my friend Nardeep's gonna come on and share some of his very own ghost stories. So everyone, hold on to your butts, cause here we ghost. You see what I did there? Because it's ghost instead of, you get the idea. Okay, bye. This is Nardeep.
Hey guys.
And Nardeep has seen dead people. How old were you when you first saw a ghost?
The first time I remember really seeing something was probably when I think it was 17 years old. This is gonna sound strange, but I've been, like in Indian culture, there's fortune tellers and things like that. But also, like through my life, people have told me that I'm an empath. I'm open to feeling other people's feelings, but also, I guess it opens you up to the.
It makes you more susceptible to that.
The world of spirits, yeah.
You're so popular with the spirit.
The spirit. I'll have these experiences that'll happen randomly, and it's like I feel like a lot of people do have them, and whether they are allowing them to accept them, allowing themselves to accept it or not is really what it is. I guess I allow it.
See, and this is where I feel insulted, because I'm like, am I just not open enough as a person?
But I don't know if you want to yes and it, because it can be pretty dramatic. It's a startling thing to happen.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be able to handle it, but I still feel like it insults my character that I haven't seen a ghost yet.
I feel deeply, but apparently not deeply enough for ghosts.
Feel more. Did you believe in ghosts before you had your first encounter?
Even now, I don't know if I believe in ghosts, even though I've had these experiences.
You've had multiple specific encounters.
Yeah, I think I want to. Like, there's a part of me that wants to believe that this stuff is real and that it's happening.
Right.
Because it's interesting to me. So religion's always fascinated me in terms of, like, every faith has like, this idea of the afterlife. Mm-hmm. But this idea of the spirit and the ghost and all that, I don't know, it just feels like a different way to explain things that we can't explain. Another way that I've looked at like the sort of ghostly experiences and the spiritual type thing is, all right, so do you know anything about the concept of like a multiverse that we're living in?
Yes.
What if people who experience these experiences, some of the stuff that I've experienced, what if they're not ghosts? What if we're experiencing a rift in the multiverse? So you're seeing a different possibility. At that moment, right?
Right.
Or it's not necessarily a ghost. You're actually maybe experiencing something that happened in the past or in the future, because time is not a straight line. It's like that, right?
What scientific verbiage you just use?
Neil deGrasse Tyson will back me up. Like, so you're here, and then this thing happened here or here, right? But we'll just say it's right here. And for some reason, they're syncing. Like reincarnation, right?
Right.
The concept of reincarnation, remembering past lives. Like, there are people that remember things that they shouldn't have any idea about.
Right.
But maybe that's just because they interacted with time in a way that we can't recognize or rationalize. We still don't know how the brain works. And
right.
How, so maybe,
I definitely don't know how mine does.
Me neither.
I don't even know if it's on.
It's not.
What is your greatest fear?
Fear of being alone. Man, that's tough.
It's a tough one.
That's really tough, because like I feel like my fears are existential.
My biggest fear is stumbling upon a dead body. The movie Stand By Me. If I were a character in that movie, I'd be like, all right guys, have fun bonding.
With like gunshot wound, stabbed wound,
worst
like
is hanging.
torn
I
apart.
can't see hanging people.
One of my ghost experiences was a hanging thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
At a theater.
No. Wait. What?
Yeah, Lyric Hyperion Theater.
No!
After this performance, I went back to get my phone, and like all the lights were off, and I turned the lights on, and everything was discombobulated. And I look up, and I just see this like image of this man hanging, and then I was like, what the fuck? Turn the lights off again, turn them on, everything is fine. I grab my phone, and I just get out of there. I later find out that someone hung themselves in that.
No, how did you... No, how'd you know?
That someone hung themselves?
Yeah,
Someone told me. Because I was like, guys, I don't know if I was like, yeah.
I hate this. Here we are. It's now the moment.
The story I'm going to share with you is my first experience that I can remember very clearly when I was 17 years old, living in Pennsylvania. It was 1 a.m, and I'm driving down the road. It's Route 282 for my Pennsylvania friends. I'm the only one driving, really, and it's a very, very, very windy road. And this car pulls up behind me, and they're tailgating me, and their high beams are like flashing in my eyes. So, you know, I'm flipping the rear view mirror so you can kind of reflect it so it's not blinding you, because those people are jerks. This car is just annoying me back there. So I flipped the mirror again to try and get the lights off my face. And when I flipped the mirror, the lights were gone. And I look up at the rear view mirror, and there's no car. Now, there's nowhere for this car to turn off on the street because it's a straightaway. I glance up at the rearview mirror again, and I see something out of like the corner of my eye, and it was like flipped up. It was like the reflection, so I flip it down again, and I see this like shape, this body, kind of like floating. I turn around, and I see this image of this like this girl with just like this olden timey sort of gown.
It was a white. They're always in white gowns.
I think it was like a white off.
They are always.
She had like this like wet hair, kind of like really just like tangled up. She stopped, and I'm looking right at her, and then she turns her face.
No.
And I immediately look away, and I look at the rearview mirror, and she's looking right at me.
No.
And then I start to hear this car horn, just slamming. Like a car horn is just slamming and like, wah! And I look up, and the guy that was behind me is now turning into the other lane to pass me, and then yells at me as he drives away and overtakes me. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what just happened?
We need some light in here so the spirits don't come in. Ah! We made it. We made it through the ghost stories. Thank you so much for getting me in the Halloween spirit.
Heck yeah.
This has been Nardeep. This has been me. We'll see you next time in your nightmares. Nardeep, we gotta turn this off now.
Oh, sorry.